I ain't
When
gonna
you
lie,
get the words out, I got you.
when you're starting to drive and you see Derek Fisher in there, like, okay, cool. We already know what we're about to do. We finna try to pound this
Blake
rock.
Fisher. Blake Fisher. Derek
Who the
Fisher
fuck is
was
Derek?
a point
Oh,
guard
that's the
for
Laker guy.
Derek Fisher was the point guard for the Lakers.
Sorry, guys. I'm still high. I'm still high off this win. Okay, my bad. Some new pen.
I see that. You got this entire you're starting to get your hat collection or your hat stacked up on it right now. I see.
Nah, for sure. Man, bro, I think the only thing I was mad about when I went to NRG today was, I've been wanting an Al Shire jersey for like the longest, right? So I
Yeah, you
go into
have
the
it.
Texans shop today and I see a red, battle red Al Shire
Mhm.
jersey. I literally like moved there, bit out of the way to go try to get it. And all of them hoes were small. I was like, no, all of them were small, bro. I was like, I cannot believe this. And I think the only jersey that was a 2X was a Tank Dell, I believe, because I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just get a Daniil Hunter one, I guess. But they didn't have
Mhm.
my size. So I was just so disappointed. And then I saw Andre Johnson, like the white jersey, but
Mm.
$200 is just too much for a jersey, bro. I'm sorry. Nah, I can't
I
do it.
mean, but you spent what did you spend on the Stingley jersey? A buck 50? A buck
Nah, that was
60?
like a buck 80 or something like that. But I was just like,
But now we're
uh,
talking about a Hall of Famer, bruh.
I know, but I was like, nah, bro.
Big eight.
I think I could find that whole cheaper somewhere. I was like, nah.
Big eight of Hall of Fame. I mean, ain't
Mm,
nobody do it like Dre,
best
baby. Come
believe
on now.
I looked at it like 6 times and I was just like,
Mm.
nah, I'm not gonna do it. I can't spend that much money today. Fuck that.
And
So
that,
I
ladies
ended
and
up just
gentlemen,
buying
is
the
how
pins.
ladies and gentlemen, is how we're starting episode 52 of No Narratives Podcast. If you've been paying attention and keeping up with this, ladies and gentlemen, it is a quick turnaround. The Texans played on Sunday. We didn't
Yup,
record until Monday, and the Texans
yup,
are playing on Thursday night. So quick turnaround for them means quick turnaround for us.
already.
And we got ourselves a doozy. I did not go to the game. He went to the game. So
I did.
I did not get that invite. Well, that's actually a lie. I got that invite several months ago, but I didn't get a follow up invite for it. So, but it's all good because I really ain't had the bread to go anyway. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna shut
man.
the fuck up on that.
It was last minute. I work by the stadium. I'm like probably like 10 minutes from the stadium. It was like 5 o'clock, and I just looked at the website and I was like, that's not bad for a ticket. Fuck
You're
it.
like,
Book it.
eh.
Book it.
So
Yeah.
and you picked a hell of a game to go to. Final
Boy, oh boy,
23
didn't I.
23-19 Houston Texans edge out the Buffalo Bills, the 7-4, now 7-5 Buffalo Bills. I think I'm correct on that. Someone fact
You
check me on
are.
that.
You
Am I
are.
correct on that? The
You
Texans are
they're
now
7-4 now. 7 and
the
4.
Tex oh, they're 7-4. So they're 7-3, now they're 7-4. The
Yep.
Texans became 500 for the first time this season on Sunday. And for the first time
Hmm.
all season, the Texans are now a game over 500.
Yes,
Davis
sir.
Mills is 3-0 as the starting quarterback this year, taking over for CJ Stroud. His stat line wasn't all that great, but he did a great job managing the game today. He didn't turn the ball over. He got the
Yep.
ball in the hands of the playmakers. I think he
Yep.
was 16 of 30 or 16 of 31 for 155, 2 touchdowns. So he did a good job of letting the playmakers around him make plays around him. Woody Marks had a really good game, and this is coming off the heels of all the running back news that the Houston Texans had today, with Dameon Pierce being waived and Joe Mixon either not playing for the rest of the year or, according to him, saying that how is somebody going to tell him that he's not playing for the rest of the year? So I'm
Right.
curious to see how that's going to play out in the next 7 to 10 days, because the Texans just don't waive Dameon Pierce and not expect to have somebody in the wings
Fill that role in for
fill that
sure.
role. So be looking for a potential Joe Mixon sighting in the next couple of weeks or in the next week. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this episode. As I stated, the Houston Texans pull out the dub 23-19. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't watch this motherfucker at all. I told y'all I wasn't gonna watch it. I didn't watch shit. That's a fallacy, because I did click over to the game a few times. And but I was in the middle of watching Bruce Almighty and the Houston Cougars put belt to ass against Ryder. The Cougars won 91-46 or some shit. It was
Damn.
crazy. Yeah, they put belt to ass.
They're nationally ranked too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's ranked 2. They were ranked number 1 last week and then had a close game against Auburn and then somehow
Oh,
dropped to
okay. You
2 and
talking about
Purdue.
basketball. I thought you were talking about the
Yeah,
football Cougars.
no, I'm talking about basketball. No, the Cougars football team is ranked as well. They're 20
I think
23,
it's like
24, 25.
24, something like that.
They're somewhere in there. I think the coaches poll had them at 23. AP poll had them at like 24. They're ranked. That's all I know. But big guy, you were at the game. Talk to us. What you see?
Definitely the best thing that I saw was that the Houston Texans fans showed up to this game. No, when franchises have winning records or have been winning for years, you expect, Buffalo fans to show up to the game. And there were plenty of Josh Allen jerseys out there, but there was way more red jerseys and red shirts and H-Town Blues and every other Houston jersey you could think of out there. So one good thing about having at least getting to 5-5, I guess it gave fans hope. And like I said, man, that place was rocking, man. Another like playoff atmosphere, loud from beginning to end. Like I mentioned before in other videos that we have made, that I hate that Texan fans get there late to start the games. No, they were there
Oof.
early for sure. Everybody was in their seats. Everybody was getting loud. I sat like a couple rows behind Toa's family. That was pretty cool. And
Cool.
yeah, that was pretty cool. And nah, man, I gotta give it to the defense, man. Defense came rocking from the beginning to end.
But they definitely did on
Will
that one. No, keep going. I was
Anderson
just
with a
saying. I was agreeing with you.
yeah, no, but Will Anderson with a great game. 2.5 sacks, I believe. I mean, the
Mhm.
whole D line ate as well. Mario, I think Subtle had got a sack as well. I think Mario Edwards as well. And then Daniil Hunter, I think Harry To'oTo'o got one, and I believe probably even Alshire got half a sack. But also how, also turnovers helped us out a lot as well as, Alshire tipped the ball that got Kalen Bullock to get in there, the first interception of the game. Monster game by him as well. As we mentioned before we started the video, he's probably the player of the game on the defensive side with
Two
two
interceptions, one
interceptions and
forced
a
fumble.
forced fumble. Hey, I'm just glad that the Texans, I wish I saw more touchdowns for sure. I think this game could have been way out of Buffalo's hands than it was in the last
Without a
seconds of
doubt.
the game.
Without a doubt.
And
From some of the stuff that I
thanks to the defense just putting
Mhm.
the offense in great field position. It just sucks that
Yep.
we didn't capitalize, but
Right there.
we made it count in certain plays. And like I said, shout out to the defense, bro. Because trust me, that last drive, bro, it had the Texans fans, even myself, just pacing back and forth, like, bro, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? No, I can't. Like,
It's
it was
funny you
crazy.
say that because my pops had called me and he's like, "Are you watching this?" And I was like, "No, I'm not." He's like, the defense is going on a sacking spree. They've got like 8 or 9 sacks at this point." I was like, "Okay." And I looked over at the ESPN app and it was 4th down and 27. And he
Mm-hmm.
was just like, I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay. Well, I mean, the one thing that the Texans are or that they've been subjected to all season long, at least in 3 games, Tampa Bay, Denver, and against Jacksonville, is it could be 4th and whatever the hell you want it to be, and they will go into man coverage, and the quarterback will take off for 50 fucking yards. So
Right.
it ain't over. No sooner did I get the motherfucking words out of my mouth did the Bills call a hook and ladder
Yep.
and get like
Yep.
50 or get like 30 or 40 yards on it. I was not watching, but I pretty sure just about every fan in the stadium had like a kind of moment. And
Yeah. It was a lot of
yeah,
WTS and
yep,
in the stadiums for sure.
yep.
Oh
Yep.
man.
So I'm looking at it here. I think this is the first team, the Bills being, to put up over 300 total yards on this team, on the Texans. They held Josh Allen to 183 passing yards, but the
Uh-huh.
rushing game, James Cook was on one tonight. And I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, he got a lot of his yard, or no, that wasn't him. That was Ray Davis that had that 97-yard touchdown run or whatever the
Yeah,
hell
no,
that
I
was.
think James Cook had that big run on their first drive of the
Mhm.
game. He took off for like
He
50
had
or 46
he
yard or
did
something
have
like that.
he did have 17 carries for 116. They I think this is like the first 100-yard rusher the Texans defense has given up this year, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, defense was on the field quite a bit this game. Their time of possession 32 minutes and 22 seconds in favor of the Bills. We had it for 27-38. So defense was on the field, but they made Josh Allen's life a living hell
Live in
tonight.
hell. Yep.
I mean,
I
there
think I
was
think I think it's the first game that Josh Allen ever took that many sacks in his career. So that says
so,
something.
and this is the eye-opening stat. I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
Go right ahead. Go ahead.
We sacked Josh Allen 8 times. Texans O-line gave up 0 sacks.
Hmm.
Davis Mills stayed upright. And another thing that Davis Mills did good in this game, no turnovers.
No, he definitely
He
made some. He made some good decisions. I mean, there was
he
one
made some
screenplay
yep,
where he was fixing to throw it, and he
and
saw
he
the
he he
defender
dumped
just
it.
waiting for it,
Just dumped it.
just dumped it.
I
Yep.
think I saw that. It ended up
And then he
being,
was going to
I
take
think
a sack. He was going to take a sack as well, and he luckily got it
that
off.
was the play that they called a illegal man downfield on Titus Howard, if I'm not mistaken. I think I
Yeah.
saw that play, and I just saw him throw it into the dirt. I was like, "Smart play. Don't risk any injury. Don't risk anything else. You know, it is what it is.
Mhm.
It's 3rd down. It's gonna be 4th down, whatever. Punt the ball, call it a
Right.
day." But I did see that when I did click over, but what I was telling my dad is, everyone is gonna be calling for, "Oh, well, Davis is winning. He's 3-0. Why put CJ in?" Or whatever the case is. Look, Davis has done a great job managing the game, not turning the ball over,
I
getting the
agree.
ball in the hands of his playmakers. I believe CJ was starting to get into his groove after playing against the 49ers. You told me he was
Hmm.
looking really good against Denver. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not watched a game since the 49er game. Okay. I have not watched a game since the 49ers game.
But we've been
So,
winning though, and I've been cooking.
and
I
that
cooked breakfast this
and
morning,
that
bro.
is why I have not watched. I have stayed away. The Texans are 3-1 when I don't watch. I didn't watch the
Yep.
Denver game. They've won 3 straight.
Yep.
Tennessee or Jacksonville, Tennessee, and now in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
So I will stay away if that is what needs to happen. I will sacrifice me watching the game for this team to continue to succeed. With that being said, yo, I can't believe the Texans beat the Bills, bro. Like, Jesus.
I can't believe it either. Like I said, that game was a little closer than it was supposed to be.
Mhm.
If you look at the stats, the offense didn't do much in the second half at all. Like you
30
said, defense was out there. Defense was out there pretty much the whole time. So it was just
mhm,
a bend but don't break, and luckily they didn't break
at all.
at
Came
all.
up
Like
clutch when they needed to. Came up
I think
clutch when they needed to.
I think they understood that the game was going to come down to them. Honestly, like I said, they
Mhm,
put Davis Mills in the offense in a good position, and in plus territory. It's
mhm.
just not executing and getting touchdowns. I mean, the only good thing is that we did get in the red zone a couple times and we got touchdowns. So that improves our percentage
Mhm.
a little bit.
A
But
little bit.
at the end of the day, it's still offensive struggles. You gotta try to improve. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Who knows if they see it as Davis Mills has the hot hand, so he'll get another start, or if CJ's
I think
fully
I
healthy,
think
he
CJ
comes
I think
back.
CJ goes in. I think CJ starts against Indianapolis, and if he just looks utterly lost in the first half, you might see Davis Mills start the 3rd quarter,
Right.
maybe. But that is up for D'Amico and Nick and the coaching staff to figure out. As fans, we just need to be ready. Well, y'all need to be ready to cheer when y'all watch the game. I'll
Nah,
be
for sure.
silently cheering.
Shout out
I
to the
will say
offensive
this.
line for sure.
Yep. I was gonna say shout out to Jalen Reed, the rookie that we drafted. I think it looks like he got the start at safety, number 23. Led the team in tackles today. Had 9 solo, 12 total. So, and I
Okay.
believe he got the fumble recovery that Kalen Bullock forced.
Yeah.
So,
Only thing I'll say about offense is, yeah, we still need to build on a running game. What he did okay, but I feel like it wasn't as good as it could have been to maybe help out Davis
16
Mills. I'm
carries.
definitely go right ahead to sets.
I was gonna say 16 carries, 74 yards, average 4.6 yards per carry. So I
I
definitely feel like
definitely
they got away from it.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking when they do 6 offensive linemen. I feel like that really helps us a lot. Help us.
Helps us out a lot.
There you go. My English ain't good today, I guess. But
You
I
were at the
mean,
game screaming. I'm here to back you up right now.
yeah,
When
but
you can't
I
get
ain't
when
gonna
you
lie.
can't get the words out, I got you.
When you're starting to drive and you see Derek Fisher in there, like, okay, cool. We already know what we're about to do. We finna try to pound this
Blake
rock.
Fisher. Blake Fisher. Derek
Who the
Fisher
fuck is
was
Derek?
a point
That's
guard
the
for
Laker guy.
Derek Fisher was the point guard for the Lakers.
Sorry, guys. I'm still high. I'm still high off this win. Okay, my bad. I've been walking miles and everything. Oh, I also found out though, Topo Chico strawberry guava seltzer. amazingly good, amazingly good. Shout out to Topatico. Yeah, I didn't
Topo
know until I
Chico.
started drinking it. I was like, "Oh, yeah."
How about
Then
that?
I went back to the lady. I said, "Hey, we've been winning since I bought a beer or bought this. I need another one." And here's a
Amen to
$3
that.
tip from my $16 bill.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So, I mean, there's only so much we could say because the offense looked good in the first half. There wasn't much of the offense in the second half. I mean, this was once again what us Texan fans have grown accustomed to: defense. Put some points on the board, and we're going to be having stressful. We're going to have blood pressure issues and high stress
Mhm,
situations going on in the fourth quarter,
mhm.
and that's exactly what this was. You know, when the fourth quarter starts, it's okay, ladies and gentlemen, Texan fans, go ahead and get ready to stress because it's going to come down to it. And of course, in typical Texan fashion, I said when they forced what's it, the Bills to kick a field goal to make it okay,
Yep,
you need to go down, put this bitch away. They did not.
they did it.
They
Yeah, and
three
it
and
was
out,
pretty
punted the
bad.
ball, and three and out, punted the ball, and here we go. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
man.
it is what it is. Offense still has a lot to work towards. I don't know. I mean, we come on here day in and day out. This is why we took our hiatus when we did, because it's the same shit, different week.
Mm,
I mean, you can point blame at Kaylee. You can point. I mean, you can't point blame in the offensive line. They gave up 0 sacks today. I mean, it's
correct.
just. I mean, today was it the execution by the skill players, or was it poor play calling by Nick Haley? I mean, I don't know, but
For me, I think it was poor play calling. I mean, I think when our playmakers got the ball, they did what they had to do. Higgins had a good game as well. I believe, he showed out. He came up big in certain situations. He also had got a touchdown, I believe. So, I mean, I'm glad they're implementing him more as well. Nico, still one of the best receivers in the league, doing his thing as
and the
well.
thing is, though,
It's
with
just
Nico
plays
is
that
he only got.
it's just certain plays that he chose. I'm just
But
like, bro, that's like the worst play to
this
pick.
is what I don't understand. And going back to what you're saying, I'm looking at the stats here. Nico was targeted 3 times.
Hmm.
He had 3 catches for 55 yards. He's one of the best receivers in the league, and you're only getting him the ball or throwing to him 3 times in the game. Now
I think
that
they were
opens it
double
up for
covering
everybody
him
else.
though.
Yeah, I mean, they probably were doing that, but I mean, move him around. I mean, that's what I hate to bring up an old coach, but that's what Gary Kubiak used to do with Andre Johnson. You knew that the other team was going to double cover him. You're going to most likely man to man coverage with the corner, and you're going to have a
Yeah.
safety draped over the top. So what do? You move him to get him open, and Kaylee is not doing that. Instead, I don't know what the hell he's doing, to be honest with you. I mean, yes, Christian Kirk. We've had a Christian Kirk sighting for the first time all season. Five
Yeah.
catches, 54 yards with the one touchdown that he had. Targeted 6 times. Jaden Higgins, you talked about him a few seconds ago, was targeted 9 times, 4 catches, 38 yards. So,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, you're targeting these other players, but I mean, you got to find a
And
way
that
to get your playmaker involved in the game.
yeah, in the fourth quarter, they even the commentator said it that this last drive before we put it back to them is you need to include number 12 in some type of way
Mhm.
if you want to keep this drive alive and actually close out the game. So
And
I
they
agree
didn't.
with got to find ways to get Nico Collins the ball, man. Like
And
you said, even if
that's
it's
not
double
the
coverage, move him around and other things
and
like
that's
that.
not the only thing. Some of the success that we've had in the last 2 games has been Dalton Schultz. He was only targeted 4
Yep.
times. He had 1 catch for 8 yards. Another player who's shown to be really good so far, but we're not getting him implemented in it. Jalen Noel, targeted 2 times, 1 catch, 4 yards. Cade Stover, first game back since the foot injury, if I'm not mistaken, was targeted 2 times, 0 catches.
Because he dropped him. It hit him in the worst
Uh,
possible spot. His hands, bro. He was the first pass in the beginning of the game. Hit his hands, dropped, and then the second one hit his hands, dropped.
okay.
He looked at his
Okay.
hands at the
So,
second one. I'm like, yeah, bro, you need to go change your gloves or something because this ain't working, bro.
well,
You
and then
could
I
get
look at it
5
here,
easy yards and you just dropping the
and then I
ball.
look at it here. You've got Nick Chubb with 1 catch for -1 yard, and then you got Woody
Yeah.
Marks 1 catch for -5 yards.
Yep.
That tells me that those are screenplays that definitely did not work.
Hmm.
That's all that tells me. So I don't know what the play calling is going on over there, man, but they definitely need to figure something out. But
Yeah.
aside from that, the defense, I mean, we can do all we can do is just sing the praises of the defense. Derek Stingley was targeted twice, didn't give up a single catch on like
Mm-mm.
40, what was it, like
40
30
plus
something pass
steps.
attempts. Or yeah, 40 plus snaps. So and then Kalen Bullock was targeted twice, intercepted the ball twice, had the pat or had the fumble or the forced fumble, and then he also had like 5 tackles. So Kalen Bullock was all over the place. I already mentioned
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Reed. He was all over the place as the safety. So and then
Shout out to the linebackers, bro. They did good today too.
shout out to the linebackers. Kamari Lassiter had a pass deflect or a pass breakup. I mean, the defense is flying around, man. I mean,
Yep.
but I mean,
D'Amico
as
basic
Texan fans,
defense right there.
I mean, but as Texan fans become accustomed to that ever since D'Amico's come back to Houston as our head coach. Now we just
No,
got to
for
try and get
sure.
the offense to. Now it's just trying to get the offense to not. You don't even have to be the best offense in the league, but come
You
out
need to
here
get
and
touchdowns.
yeah, come out here and when the defense gives you a short ass field, as great and happy as I am that our kicking Hawaiian is back after missing the last 2 or 3 games, can
Mm-hmm.
we not have him get hurt again by having him go out there and kick another 5 field goals? Like, come on, let's
Yeah, for
put
sure.
some fucking ball, put some tutties in the end zone, and let's do this. So I ain't got nothing else to say, brother. I've already gone on my rant for the night. So I don't
Nah,
know if you got anything
man.
else you want to add.
Great game. Enjoy y'all weekend. Victory Fridays.
What
Was the
enjoy
last
your
time we had
you know
one?
what? Hey, enjoy y'all's long ass weekend and your long ass week of stress free Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Until next week when we face the Indianapolis
Let's
Colts
go.
in Indianapolis, the AFC South leading Indianapolis Colts. So,
Yep.
got a big one
Are
coming
we
up.
ready? Are we ready?
We ready. So,
But nah,
hey
man. Great
y'all,
win. Happy for Houston. Hey, let's just keep it going. We're on the winning side, baby. Winning column for show.
winning column for sure. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I don't know what else. Tell your friends, your neighbors, the homeless person. Tell everybody.
Yeah. Everybody. We here.
Everybody. We here. We here. But everybody, much love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Friday. Happy Texan Friday. We out.